For some reason, women think that men should keep paying their bills after they break up. Let's check out this nonsense.
I'm not going to downgrade my lifestyle because me and you are no longer together. And I just feel like if someone had me on a certain pedestal, you're not just because we no longer working, you're not just going to rip the pedestal.
I just found out today that my ex-husband is engaged. That I'm on.
So y'all, please help me understand this. My lights got turned off. So I called my baby's father and asked him if he could get my lights turned on for me. He said no, because I have a husband and that's his responsibility.
What?
How is that his responsibility to pay my lights to get turned back on after they get turned off?
Yeah. First of all, make your husband pay the bills. Tell his ass to get a job. Because, like, why should your baby's father pay for your light bill? And I hope that the baby stays with the father if you can't even afford to keep the lights on.
Because he's your husband. That's why it's his responsibility to make sure the bills are paid in the house. It's actually both of y'all responsibility. And no, that do not fall on your baby daddy, especially if you have a husband. But here's a better idea. Instead of you trying to gaslight him and play victim and tell him that it's his job to pay your bills because his children live there, just give him his children until your situation change or get better.
I feel like you should be able to go back to court, be like, she can't even afford to keep the lights on. Why does she have my kids living with her at all?
But no, you can never do that. You can never put your children first and give them to the parent who's doing better right
Exactly.
now. No, instead, you're going to play victim and try to play mind games and use that man for his money to pay your bills and say, oh, but your children live here. Well, let my children come live with me until your circumstances.
Just like the previous guy pointed out, it really seems like she's trying to squeeze every last benefit she can out of her ex. At the end of the day, they're no longer together. So expecting him to keep providing for her just isn't fair.
I want to be independent. I don't need a man. I can do this all on my own.
A few moments later.
I just found out today that my ex-husband is engaged. That I'm unwell. And like, even though, yes, it was me that was like, hi, I want divorce. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore.
So they always regret that decision. I want a divorce. I want to be strong and independent. Oh my God, I have to work 6 days a week to pay bills. And oh, my life is not the same.
I can't do this anymore. It brings up all these feelings. It brings up all this like stuff. And we have a kid and it brings up all this stuff around here.
Of course,
So she ruins the child's life for her own selfish reasons. Because independence and Chad and Tyrone just weren't enough to satisfy her.
you can share a child with someone after a breakup, but if the relationship is over, it's hard to understand why she's so upset that he's moved on and started seeing someone else.
Money in my account, and now I don't. This happens to me all the time. My car broke down.
Well, you need to pay your bill.
I know. I'm going to make money if I have my phone to make money.
Where's your phone?
In the bar, probably in my bag, or sometimes it vanishes because God just does that to me.
I'm confused. How are you going to pay your bill?
Yeah, me too, officer. How are you going to pay your bill with your phone? How are you going to make money on your phone?
With your phone.
I'm going to ask
Right
people
now.
on Facebook to pay my bill. Morgan Wallen, he does do that.
Are we going to pay the bill today?
I want to. My dad.
Your dad needs nothing.
My mom can pay my bill.
Okay, is your mom willing to come here and pay your bill right now?
Yes, if you pull her, she's not going to believe me. She thinks I'm a psycho. She's stealing my kids from me.
You don't have anything inside your
Clearly, your mother is 100% right, because you seem very psychotic.
people to pay your bill.
No, I have $7. Larry will pay my bill.
Larry? Who's Larry?
Larry, my ex-boyfriend. All my ex-boyfriends are friends of mine. They'll pay my bill. They have jobs, but I need my phone to...
If she wasn't crazy, she would be like the worst woman to be with. She's friends with all her ex-boyfriends.
work to call them.
You guys want to press charges?
She can't pay her bill.
You said you're not going to pay this?
No, I am going to pay it tomorrow.
Here's money back.
Get my bag so I can call my dad or my mom. I'm not a defrauder. This happens to me all the time.
It definitely looked like this woman may have been intoxicated. But regardless of the situation, why would you order food or drinks without knowing you could actually pay for them? If you're short on money, there are other ways to handle it instead of putting yourself in that position.
Well, if it happens all the time, There is definitely a pattern there and a big problem, and you should probably stop going places when you're broke.
Well, they always come crawling back. Some interesting developments with Ashraf Hakimi's ex-wife. As we know, in 2023, Spanish-Tunisian actress model Hiba Abouk filed for divorce against Ashraf Hakimi, who had RAPE allegations against him at the time. She was looking to get half of his money and his assets, but ended up getting nothing because all of it is in his mother's name, and Hakimi effectively owns nothing. And despite having 2 kids together, Hakimi famously said, "I was married to my ex-wife Hiba Abouk, but I realized she was just after my money just 2 years into our marriage." Well, now apparently Hiba Abouk has apologized and said that she regrets filing for divorce. Sources claim that she said that she was misguided by friends and acted out of emotion, and it's even rumored that she's now begging Hakimi to take her back. Very interesting that this rumored apology comes soon after the Moroccan's renewed contract with PSG, where his salary will now be boosted from £10 million a year to £28 million a year. All of which will still be going to his mum, and I don't doubt that many other footballers were taking note of this and will be doing the same to protect their assets. Do you reckon he should take her back?
Honestly, this is pretty heartbreaking because it sounds like she already received a lot during the relationship, and now that he's earning even more money, she expects an even bigger share. It's hard not to feel for the guy.
Yeah, let's get to ordering the food.
What would you like now?
What about the nachos? Can I get it without onions?
Yes.
All right, and what about the brisket Philly? How is that?
It's good. It's really safe. You want it natural.
Excuse me, I'm ordering and you're paying, sir.
So you want the natural?
Instant walkout at that point. I wouldn't even say anything to her. I would just leave.
Without onions and the brisket Philly?
I asked you how it was.
It's good. It's very good. It's nice.
But do you like it?
Yes, I eat it.
Oh, okay.
So you want the nachos with the
No.
So you don't want the brisket?
I'm ordering. Let me decide what I want, please. Oh yeah. Maybe just. I asked him how it was. I didn't say I wanted it. Okay. Actually, let me just get a Caesar salad. Y'all have salmon?
No, you can get chicken or shrimp.
Can you come back?
You don't know what you just said you wanted nachos. What's the problem?
I changed my mind, right?
Right. So you don't want the nachos.
I said, but I said, can you come back?
So do you want me to put the nachos in for you?
I haven't decided. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to see what else you have. I know I don't want nachos anymore.
That's the whole reason, one of the main reasons we came here.
No, the main reason we came here so you could watch the game. Because I lost the bet.
Well, we already knew that the game was going to happen.
Okay.
Taste for nachos.
Sir, do you mind coming back?
Okay, so don't put order in for the nachos.
No.
Okay. We're being so difficult.
You got a problem with it? But I want to choose what I eat. Am I bothering you about what you order?
Yeah, but I'm paying though.
It doesn't matter. I can pay for my own food.
Good, do it.
How about you do that? Because
it is not a problem.
It's not, and I don't like the way that you're talking to me.
That's fine.
Whether it be our first time out, it ain't even that deep.
Well, have a good night, sir.
You have a good night too.
So this is their very first time going out together.
He took way too long to walk away.
Demand to pay for while I'm dating him or we're in a relationship. All dates. Like, sir, you're courting me, you're dating me, like, you should be paying for the date. I don't pay for dates, so what are we doing here? Why would you ask me on a date if you're not gonna pay for it? That doesn't make any sense to me. Now, I know you don't want to look at my crusty nails, and my nails are never crusty because I'm a model, so I have to get my nails done for shoots, and I usually upkeep my nails once every 2 weeks, so you gotta be able to afford my nails to be done once every 2 weeks. You just have to date me. Honestly, when it comes to hair, I have that wash and go hair, but still, products are expensive. Like my conditioners, my leave-ins, my detanglers, my co-washes, hair is expensive. So
exactly. How is it being independent if you want a man to pay for everything?
I'm going to need you to front the bill on that. You need to help me out. Now, if you guys don't already know, Ubers are a given, a must. I do not pay for my transportation to these dates. You must get my Uber. That is just the standard.
I bet if she didn't have to do all those beauty things, hair and nails and wax and all that, she could afford a car.
I don't like looking like a bush monkey, so waxing is a given. I feel like nobody wants to see that. So, yeah. You got my wax, right? You got my wax. Now, further down the line, I'm not talking about the first few dates, but eventually you're going to have to pay my rent. Like, girls got bills to pay and I am too feminine to like pay for myself. So, I mean, I do that now, but like if I'm with you, why would I pay for my own bills? Ugh.
With the way the economy is today, I honestly don't think most of these expectations are realistic. Finding someone who's willing and able to pay for absolutely everything is becoming much less common.
I'm not going to downgrade my lifestyle because me and you are no longer together. And I just feel like if you put me in this space and that was under your budget then, what's the difference now?
But see, what he did was this, though. He gave you the upgrade, but part of that upgrade is because you're with me.
Yeah.
You understand? So let me just go, though. So we didn't work out, me and you dating. You feel me? So I'm supposed to keep paying your loft and keep paying your bins. Upgrade it, stay with me.
You know, it's like they can't accept the downfall. Yeah, a man can have everything. He can be wealthy and rich and have a great big house and nice cars, and then something can happen and he can just go broke. And there's no one there to keep paying his bills. He's got to get rid of the nice house. He's got to get rid of the nice cars if he even had a chance to sell them before they got, repoed. So it's just life. Sometimes you have a downfall and you go from everything to nothing, and you just have to pick yourself back up and do it all over again and find a way to get by, or be homeless on the streets and give up. But no one's going to keep paying your bills, because that's what happened. You took a risk being with someone wealthy. You thought that they were going to take care of you forever. You don't work out. Well, you know what? You got to figure it out on your own now.
If not, go see what's out there.
Oh, so then if that's the case, so you want me to stay with you for these items and use you, basically?
Not for them. If you want to live like this, it comes with being with me.
My current new lifestyle that you upgraded me to is now contingent on me being in a relationship with you, and that's the only way I can have it in this moment.
You want him to keep your lifestyle up, keep paying your bills, keep you on that same upgraded level. No, you were dating a man that had money, so dating him came with a lifestyle. But if we not working and our love is dead, I don't owe you to keep paying your car note and your mortgage. I'm not entitled to. Now, realistically, that isn't really my job. You should find you a man like me and upgrade to him and keep your lifestyle.
That takes time. So I just feel like if someone had me on a certain pedestal, you're not just because we no longer working, you're not just going to rip the pedestal.
I don't even think this needs to be said, but the biggest difference now is that they're not together anymore. He isn't her partner, so expecting the same financial support simply doesn't make sense.
So I got dumped because I asked a man to pay for everything. He ran. He literally...
You literally deserved that.
He ran away after I said that. That one comment made him throw everything away. Do you guys think that I was in the wrong?
Absolutely. You are not entitled to somebody's money, to somebody's time, anything. They are not supposed to pay for your lifestyle just because you don't want to anymore. Yeah, if you get married and you have kids, then maybe you have the option of being a stay-at-home mom, but then your job is being a stay-at-home mom, and you can't complain about that either. And yes, they will pay for everything for you, but you shouldn't just expect some guy you're dating to pay for everything just because you don't feel like it.
I think if you really like someone, you're not going to dump them over one comment. And
Absolutely. Sorry to interrupt again. You would, because that shows who you are and what your expectations are, and that you are completely entitled.
Really liked him, so I was begging for him back. I still was begging for him back. And he said that it already put a sour taste in his mouth and that he doesn't want to talk.
Ladies, no one is going to pay your rent, especially after you break up. Please don't be pathetic. Get out, start over again, and don't be one of those bad women that we constantly make fun of on this channel. But if you like that video, make sure to comment below your thoughts. If you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe and the little dingy button, and I will see you next time. Peace out.